In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple spaghetti sauce recipe that tastes great and is easy on your wallet. So stick around. Hey guys, my name is Armand, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make the best tasting spaghetti sauce without any fuss or expensive ingredients. All you need are some pantry staples like plum tomatoes, tomato paste, olive oil, along with some vegetables such as onions, celery, mushrooms, and green peppers. You'll see just how easy it can be to make delicious homemade spaghetti sauce that is great with any pasta. So with your pan over medium heat, we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and in there we're going to throw half a cup of chopped onions and half a cup of chopped celery, along with 1 cup of sliced mushrooms, and finally half a cup of green peppers. You can chop them any size you want because these are fairly coarse. So you want to give that a good stir and just let those vegetables cook just a little, just so that they start to get some color and the onions are cooked. In order to make the vegetables sweat a little bit, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt to draw out that water from the mushrooms. Might sound like a lot of salt, but remember we're going to have some ground beef later on. And along with a 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. It'll take about 5-10 minutes to cook all of the vegetables and brown them a little bit. And after that, we're ready to add our ground beef. So 1 pound of ground beef, and we'll stir that until it's all cooked. Here's a little tip when buying tomatoes. When buying your plum tomatoes, it's always a good idea to get the ones without calcium chloride, because calcium chloride is added to tomatoes to keep them firm, but in this spaghetti sauce you want those tomatoes to break down. So now we're ready for the most important part of the recipe, the tomatoes. So we're going to throw a 28-ounce can of plum tomatoes. And to that we're going to add 1 cup of tomato sauce, along with a 5-ounce can of tomato paste. I like to keep the garlic at the end, so here we're going to throw 6 cloves of minced garlic to the sauce, and it gives it a chance to infuse inside the sauce instead of sometimes the garlic may burn at the beginning if you're frying it in oil. So this way it just gets inside the sauce and gives it good flavor. So we'll give that a good stir to break down some of the tomatoes, but don't worry, they're going to break down as the sauce cooks. So next we're going to add 1 cup of water, and we'll give that a good stir, and next we're going to start with the spices. Now to the sauce we're going to add 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and then we'll add 1.5 teaspoons of dried basil, and then we'll add a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika for a bit of color and flavor, and also a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You can almost double that if you like a spicier sauce, and 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, or 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, whatever you prefer. And finally 1 dried bay leaf, and that's it. So just give that a good stir, and then we'll put the cover on and let it simmer on low for about 2 hours. You could speed this up by putting the stove on medium and stirring more often, but usually a slow cooked sauce always tastes better. The flavors get a chance to mingle together. The meat gets really tender, So everything does taste better if you let it simmer for a couple of hours. So our sauce has been simmering for about an hour. So we're going to take the cover off and make sure that everything is cooked properly. So as you can see, it's simmering nicely. All the flavors are coming together. We're just going to give that a stir and break down some of the tomatoes. So we'll put the cover back on and let this simmer for another hour. So our sauce has been cooking for 2 hours, so now it should be thick enough and ready to serve. So all of the meat is cooked. You can see all the fat is rendered. All of the tomatoes have cooked and broken down. So it's ready to serve. The great thing about this sauce is that it's great on any pasta, and it's good enough to serve for 4 to 6 people. I love making homemade spaghetti sauce. I make this at least once a week, and it's easy to make, it tastes great, and you can't really beat a homemade sauce. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. On this channel we're always going to try new recipes, so I hope you're subscribed for more. So with that, take care and keep on cooking. I mean, come on, doesn't that look great? Enjoy, guys.